deserve to be recognized for all the work that we have done and the impact that we have made and continue to make.
Our partnership with the Hispanic Chamber and the Hispanic Collaboration go back decades. For many, many, many years, we sponsor BizFest and provide support for Latinos of tomorrow. Many of you may be aware of our signature philanthropic program.
Education is liberation. When discussing higher education with my abuelita Amparo, my maternal grandmother always reminds me, mija, las mujeres estudiadas son del diablo porque saben cómo defenderse.
Please join me in welcoming our 2022 Nuestra Latina STEM Education Skill Trades Award recipient, Dr. Elisa Jimenez.
I promised my daughter and my husband that I would not cry because I am like a super emotional person. But my mother passed away in January, and my research really created this light bulb moment for me about wanting to live my life acompañada.
Her possible dream of owning her up-and-coming restaurant and looks forward to the next endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our stage our 2022 Nuestra Latina Business Entrepreneurs Award Celebration.
As I got older, I wanted to work. My sister my sister was the one that started McDonald's. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage 2022 Nuestra Latina Health and Wellness Award recipient, Andrea Delma.
I remember, me being from Guatemala, from Central America. When I worked at Matty Rhodes, the majority of our clients were from Mexico, and so I had to request a meeting with Mary Lou and sit down with her in our conference room and ask her permission to go to Mexico. And now, please join me as we welcome to the stage our 2022 Nuestra Latina Military Law Enforcement Award recipient, Teresa Carson.
I always think that the military actually gave me more than what I gave it in the 5 years that I served and the 6 months that I was in Desert Storm. It instilled in me a sense of honor and integrity. It gave me pride in something that was bigger than myself. And it also taught me about leadership skills and teamwork.
We're so excited that we're finally able to congratulate and celebrate her tonight. Join me in welcoming to the stage our 2022 Nuestra Latina Arts, Literature, Culinary Arts Award recipient, Jenny Mendez.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm really honored and humbled to be able to get this award tonight. The Chamber, thank you to one of our board members for being able to
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a round of applause as we welcome to the stage the 2022 Nuestra Latina Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Mary Lou Aramillo.
And thanks to Clyde who was president at that time, for making that happen. So I want to flip to 1986 was a pivotal year for me. I had only lived in Kansas City a few years. I had been in government service at K-State.
Thank you for making it so many people can believe in an outstanding future for everyone in our town, and more than anything, continued good luck. Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful night, and I look forward to a wonderful celebration to the God bless you all.
Good evening. We're here at Nuestra Latina Awards, and I'm here with Angela Flores. Angela, thank you for being here tonight. I know you had a big part of organizing this event. Can you tell us what you do in the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce?
I am actually one of the board of directors with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and I was co-chair for the Nuestra Latina Awards tonight.
So what made you kind of organize this event? I know you've worked with a lot of people here, so what motivated you to get this group of people together?
I've had experience working with youth and young adults, and I've always wanted to be more of like a mentor and find that inspiration. I've been fortunate enough to connect with those kind of people, but I thought, it's good to step in and find like some women who deserve a lot of the accomplishments and the success, and to be awarded and recognized so that more Latinas, especially the young Latinas, can see that role model and to find that and to find the drive and motivation.
So I know you mentioned about like the role models. So with me, I mean, being like younger with like not having as many like Latina role models in the community, but now going up to, as I'm older, um, what piece of advice would you give to younger Latinas professionals when they're looking for a mentor?
Humbleness, wholesomeness. You want to find somebody who has drive, somebody who can talk about their experience and give you that critical criticism, like what's right from wrong, to let you know about what they've been through, what's been a success, and to kind of just push you forward. You need that motivation to push forward, whether it's with school, with education, or if it's with a workforce career.
No, thank you so much for everything that you do, especially with this. I mean, this is such a big event, so thank you so much for all your help. I know you put in so much work into this. Thank you so much for the on behalf of the Hispanic Chamber. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Melissa Jimenez. So, hi, Melissa. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Congratulations on your award. I know you worked so hard to get here for tonight and being such an influence on the community. So, first of all, I want to ask, what award did you receive, and what kind of goes in detail with that award?
So I received the award for STEM education and career pathways, and I work at Johnson County Community College, so I have the opportunity to work with students and families all the time, just sharing opportunities on how to access post-secondary education.
So I mentioned about with teaching students into STEM. What made you want to get into STEM?
So I actually get to help students that really are interested in all kinds of things. So even beyond STEM, so students that are just thinking about going to college and sharing information about how to do that. A lot of first generation students, families from other countries that are just trying to figure it out. So it ranges from everything, a little bit of everything, and just learning how to go to college.
No, I can definitely relate to that. I mean, I was a first generation Latina as well, so I know, the barriers when getting an education, especially when, you don't know who to go to. It's kind of hard to get help whenever, they don't know how to help you as much. But no, I definitely agree. Thank you so much for being an influence on that. So one question for you, what piece of advice would you give to young Latina professionals that want to go into college or university, or just even trade and skills or STEM, whatever they want to do?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. Find a mentor, find your circle, whatever that looks like, whether it be a professor, a guidance counselor, a tia, a friend that's been to college before. Reach out to them and make that connection, ask those questions, and don't give up.
No, thank you so much. We definitely need more Latina mentors like you. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Hi, good evening. We're here at Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Terry. And then first of all, I want to congratulate you on your award tonight. Can you explain which award that you received?
I went ahead and got the entrepreneurship.
So with me, I'm in business and entrepreneurship as well. So can you explain a little bit more of how you received that award?
I received it based on being an owner-operator franchisee and growing up in the company. And that's about it.
No, I love it. So I guess one question I have for you as young Latina professionals, what's a piece of advice of young Latinas that want to go into business and entrepreneurship?
I say my 3 little topics, okay? Perseverance, dedication, and a lot of hard work.
Okay, I think that's all the questions you have for tonight. Thank you so much and congratulations on your award. Thank you. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Jenny Mendez. She had received one of the awards tonight. So first of all, congratulations on being here. You did such an amazing job with what you're presenting about, the arts and culture. So can you explain which award you got and then why you received it?
Sure. My category was under the arts, literature, and culinary arts. And the work that I've done, I'm really proud of being able to work in the community. I'm an artist. I went to art school. Always felt connected with arts and culture. So being able to continue that and be able to be honored in this way is very humbling. And I'm very, very, just excited about the opportunity.
No, it's such amazing. I know, especially in the art world, just being, being able to show who you are, expressing yourself. Was there somebody that influenced you about going into the arts?
Yeah, I think I was mainly influenced by Leanne Perez, who was a mentor of mine, who did a mural project when I was in high school, and then I continued to do that with her. So she was very inspirational, but my grandmother would probably be the biggest one, right? Her stories, just everything about it, being able to learn about the culture, being able to make a connection with her, and learn about where I came from and what I will always have in my heart, So yes.
No, I'm a big major fan. So I guess one question to you would be, what piece of advice would you give to other young Latinas that are trying to go into that category?
Sure. I really just don't give up, persevere, just keep going, keep moving forward. Like my mom always said, you just can't give up, right? And so that's something that has been instilled in me, even when it's the toughest of times, just to keep pushing forward. There's always somebody there to listen. There's always somebody to help, motivate you, inspire you, help you through it. And so I've been that to a lot of people, not even realizing it. And then making sure that I just hear my mother's voice and keep going, keep going forward.
Hi, welcome to Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Karen, and first of all, I want to say congratulations on your award tonight. Kind of for the ones that don't know, can you tell us a little bit of what your award was? It was for philanthropy, so can you explain what got you into philanthropy and what makes you so motivated to do it?
Well, the philanthropy is not just giving of funds and money, it's giving of time and commitment to community service. And so a big part of what I've done has been community service, being elected and serving on school boards, serving at the pleasure of the governor, having governor's appointments, things of that nature, lifting up voices for people who don't have those voices. We're more than just a checkbox.
No, I definitely agree with not being, not just being a number. You want to make sure you're being heard. I know we kind of mentioned here a second ago that you were new to Kansas City about 4 years ago or so. What was some of the ways, meeting new people? How did you first get involved to make sure you got to know the Kansas City community better?
Well, learning from experience, knowing that in order to connect with the community, I have to network with somebody, and finding a group to network with, and who's, getting out there and putting yourself out there. Kind of what I talked about. Sometimes you got to be brave in spirit and, bold in your commitment. I'm going to go and I'm going to meet somebody, and then get out there and knock the doors and visit. And thank goodness for social media, because during the last 2 years, you couldn't get out and meet people like you could in the past. So social media has been a good savior in that regard.
No, I'm glad to hear it. So one more question for you. If you had one piece of advice to give to the community about how to join a philanthropy or just to give back to the community, what would be your advice be?
Get a mentor, find a mentor. We're out there, they're out there. Connect with somebody. You invest. When you invest in the community, everybody benefits, everybody blooms, everybody grows. And don't be afraid, be fearless. Find a partner to walk along with.
No, thank you so much for your time today, and again, congrats on your award tonight. Thank you so much. Hello and good evening. I'm here with Mary Lou Jaramillo here at the Nuestra Latina Awards. So first of all, congratulations on your award tonight. Can you explain which award that you had received and kind of like an explanation of what that was about?
Well, tonight I received the Lifetime Achievement Award here, and it's awarded to a Latina who, over a long period of time, has had success in their work or volunteer service, and is making a difference. So that's...
Like you mentioned, you want to make a difference. So what's something that kind of got you motivated, or what motivated you to make a difference in the community?
I was inspired by my parents and my grandparents. So they set the example for me. And it's something that's internal. You either have it or you don't. And so when I joined a Latina organization in 1986, and that was a long time ago, I was new to Kansas City, and I found a connection with other Latinas. And we wanted to do volunteer work to help our community in different ways. So we had food sales to raise money. We had programs for hermanitas, young girls, to help them develop leadership skills. And so those are examples. So that's just one aspect of...
No, you definitely bring up a good point where, me used to be a young Latino before. I never had a mentor before, that can give me guidance, trying to be like a better Latina professional in the community. So I guess one advice that I would like to ask of you is that what advice would you give to a growing young Latina professional in Kansas City?
Well, one, find others who you maybe admire or look up to, and don't hesitate to contact them and ask them to visit with you. But know what you, be prepared with questions that you're eager to learn about. I think you will find Latinas who are willing to do that and probe, ask about how did they get, what steps did they take. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your advice. Again, thank you so much. This is Mary Lou. Congratulations on your award and hope you have a good night. Thank you. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Miss Kansas City Latina 2022, Milka Argueda. First of all, thank you for being here tonight. I know you've been such a great influence on the Kansas City community for Latinas. So first of all, what's your platform? What are you into? And then what made you want to be Miss Kansas City Latina?
So I'm focusing on working with our Latino youth in Kansas City. My passion, what I really want to work on as well, is building up our community, educating them, giving them the resources that they need to be successful, and I'm really excited to have this platform to be able to do all of those things.
No, thank you so much. For me, I know, being like a youth advocate, can you explain what organizations you're in that you're involved with to kind of help with that cause?
Well, the first and I think the biggest one is Big Brothers Big Sisters. I've been a big for a couple months now, but it's been a very rewarding experience. I can see the impact that it's made. If you didn't know, Kansas City's Big Brothers Big Sisters is been named the #1 Big Brothers Big Sisters organization in the nation about 4 years in a row. So they're really making a huge impact here in the city, and I love being able to be part of that organization that gives back so much and makes such a big impact with our youth here. Stay in touch with your roots. Don't forget where you come from. Focus on your culture. It's so important to keep that connection because it's who you are, it's where you come from. And I think you just shouldn't let it go.
No, thank you so much for your time here tonight. That was Miss Kansas City Latina 2022, Milka. Thank you. Have a good night. Hello, welcome to Nuestra Latina Awards. I'm here with Natalie. Well, she was one of the keynote speakers for tonight. So can you explain a little bit what you kind of talked about here tonight?
Yes, I talked about my journey as a first-generation college student, how I eventually made it to Harvard despite all the adversities. I just graduated in May with my master's in higher education administration, and my mother has always been one of my biggest inspirations. As an immigrant mother, she sacrificed so much. As I said in my speech, in 2001, my mother risked her life crossing the U.S.-Mexico border so that in 2022 I could cross the master's graduation stage at Harvard.
No, I love to hear it. I'm a first generation too, so whenever I heard your speech about, translating for your parents at such a young age, I did the same thing, at doctors' visits or clinics. So I guess one piece of it, what's an advice you would give to other students, young Latino professionals about breaking those barriers and going to achieve whatever they want to do with college?
Of course. Que sí se puede. Unfortunately, there will be many barriers as first-generation college students, as Latinas, having immigrant parents, but there are always people willing to help you. Never, ever be afraid to reach out. Seeking a mentor is my #1 representation. Unfortunately, there's not always a lot of representation of Latino mentors, but there are always people willing to help you. And as I always say, when one door closes, make sure to open another and another and another until you finally obtain your achievement. So, sigue echando ganas.
No, I definitely agree. Thank you so much for being a mentor to us here in the Latina community, and you did such a good job on your keynote tonight.
Okay. I really appreciate it. Gracias.
Thank you.